We're at 384 West Route 66 in Tucumcari, New Mexico, and this looks like a Whiting Brothers gas station, but it's not. It was a gas station. It was never a Whiting Brothers. The town got together and created an initiative called Paint the Town, and they decided to paint this to look like a Whiting Brothers gas station. And they did a good job. Did a good job. Looks nice. It is kind of a dilapidated building. It's old, definitely old. I don't know how old. We don't really have any more information on it other than it was a gas station, but not a Whiting Brothers. But you can see this is where the pumps used to sit. And right out here at the back, I'll show you where the bays were to work on vehicles. You can tell that's where they used to be. Doors aren't there anymore. This is 202 Route 66 in Tucumcari, and it is the Route 66 smoke shop. But the reason that I'm filming it is this used to be a Standard Oil gas station. It's a classic looking gas station, and you can see the Standard Oil products sign still on the cover or canopy of the portage here. Cruising the Mother Road, Route 66, New Mexico. And up above that, they have a mural of Route 66 in New Mexico. Pearl Oil mural there. Right over here, they have a mural of one of the gas attendants. Uniforms that they used to wear. See the Standard Oil little mural here, and a totem pole, and a Route 66 shield. I'll tell you, this town is very proud to be on Route 66. We're at 401 South 1st Street in Tucumcari, New Mexico, and this is the Dollhouse Bed and Breakfast. And look at that, it is currently for sale. So if you're in the market for a bed and breakfast, this is really cute. This is nice. We're 2 blocks off of Route 66 here, and it is handicap accessible. This kind of reminds me of the house in the TV series Fantasy Island. It was very, very attractive. Here in Tucumcari, there isn't a lot of accommodations other than motor lodges and motels. So this place could do really well. Very nice looking building though. We're standing at 1st Street and Route 66 in Tucumcari, and this is La Cita Foods. It is a Mexican food restaurant. It opened in 1940, and the current building has been modified. They put this sombrero in 1961. It is still serving today as a restaurant. It is also a gallery and art studio. I'll show you their sign here. Oop, that's not a good angle. Right into the sun. Let me get the other side of this rascal. There we go. We're at 406 East Route 66 in Tucumcari, and this is the Americana Motel. And this signage is original. It originally opened in 1935 as the Desert Air Motel. The only thing different about this sign than back in the day is that they used to have a saguaro cactus sitting up on top of the sign, which is no longer here. So anyhow, it is still an operating motel right here on Route 66.
And actually the Whiting Brothers bought it in the late 50s. I'm sure it's changed hands, you know, many times since then.
This is the Trails West Lounge in Tucumcari, and this was also Jerry's Packaged Liquors. It's no longer in business. I believe they may have had a drive-through on one side. We'll check that out. But it is no longer in business. Reason that I'm showing you guys this, there is no standalone bar or lounge in Tucumcari anymore. There's 2 or 3 bar areas inside of, yes, they did have a drive-through here, but there are 2 or 3 bars located inside of some of the motels and restaurants, but there is no standalone bar anymore, which is kind of sad. We are at 722 East Route 66 in Tucumcari. This is the Motel Safari. And this motel opened in 1960. It was built by Chester Dorr. He was an independent motel developer, and he used a style of architecture known as the Googie or doo-wop. And a lot of the original design elements are still here in the motel. We'll show it to you. Some of the design elements are these blocks here. These blocks, instead of being a straight wall, are done at about a 30-degree angle from each other, which is kind of cool.
It is cool, huh?
Painted different colors. And this is a very popular motel here in Tucumcari. In fact, we spoke with the owner a minute ago, and he is completely booked up tonight. It looks empty right now, but he's got a large group of motorcyclists coming into town that travel the entire state every year, and they're all staying here tonight. This is an outdoor area that they have with seating and a fire pit. And I'll show you some more of the design elements here in this building. It's really neat, guys. See how they have these blocks sticking out of the wall? That's part of the design of the doo-wop style. And they have all these geo dimensions on the walls, colorful doors. This place has been kept up meticulously, probably been refurbished at one time. And they also have the oozing mortar in the brickwork, which is common with the doo-wop style. And one of the really interesting things that I like about this place, which we'll get to in a moment, is where you pull in. The office has some really neat architecture around it. But this is a very nice place.
Yeah, the Tillys sold it to Larry Smith in 2017. But it's really cool. He's a real Route 66 enthusiast. You can tell.
Yeah, awesome. he's very proud of his motel here, and for good reason. It's beautiful. Cool. They've got Route 66 curtains here.
Pretty neat.
And I don't know what's going on with this room. I should have asked, but it says Rockabilly. So I don't know if somebody famous stayed in this room at one time, or if it's just a design element. And this motel originally had garages. Here's one of them, 2 of them actually.
And you can see on the other side, directly across, same thing.
Yep. Over here at the office, you get to see some of the more unusual architecture. You see the slanted roof coming down to these large cylinders that I don't know if they still do. They probably do, but I'm sure there was lights behind it. I can see electricity running down into it. So at night it lights up and you have lights coming out of these holes. And then you've got the concrete pillars holding up the portage. And that is really nice. Ah, their laundry room.
Look at this.
Oh, how neat.
Look at that's cute.
Yeah.
I'm not closing the store so we pull there.
Yeah. Isn't that cool? You go lock this in.
How cool. Got an ice maker in here.
Yeah.
Everything you need to do your laundry.
I saw these online. Remember the
Yeah.
coffee maker we want?
Uh-huh.
Just like that.
It's a retro microwave.
That's pretty cool. Cute little laundry room.
Yeah. Nothing funner than watching your wife do the shake on one of those things. That is really cool. Like I said, this motel is pristine. It is in really good shape. They even have an old photo of it. Does it say when it's from? 1967.
Wow.
I would highly recommend this motor court if you're looking for a place to stay here in Tucumcari.
Yeah.
Cool thing about it, it's in extremely good shape and it's going to give you that nostalgia feeling.
Strange RV tours will take you places with Greg and Janet's smiling faces. You might see a crazy flavored soda review or some tips to fit your RV too. So come along, won't you join us, friend, as we discover what's around the bend. Just sit right back in your easy chair. Strange RV Tours is on the air. Strange RV Tours is on the air.